Have you been doing too much of this? Then you must need one of these. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
You can go ahead and remove the whole front. Take it out, get rid of it. Out. There we go. Now keep going deeper, 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 I say. All right, getting closer, getting closer. Yep, yep. All right, now we're getting somewhere. All right, now we should be about here. It's a big pile of parts. Always make sure you stay organized. Put everything in bags. Put all your bolts in bags and label them. You got to take the whole front apart, the whole sides apart, the fender wells. You want to be able to stand inside of the truck to pull the heads off. Okay. Now remove the inlet pipe. Remove the alternator. Last but not least, remove the light turbo. Thank you, Ford, for your awesomeness. You have to take the whole front of the truck apart to get the belt on. Now you want to remove the fuel filter, oil filter housing. Disconnect your lines. Powerstroke maneuver here. Going to lean up against here. So nice and comfortable. Go into your wrench and just snap it with your body. That's the Powerstroke twist right there. Once they're all loose, ratchet them off. Now remove your oil filter. Just leave the oil filter there and change it after. Now we're gonna get rid of the wiring harness, go around and unplug everything, and take a nice mental note of what it looked like. Be careful with all these plugs. Never tug on them. Take them off nice and easy, because you do not want an electrical problem with this truck. It will never run right, and you will be chasing. You'll have to take this whole front apart just to chase it. Like before. So be careful. So very gently, you take the first wire and harness and you peel it back like a banana over the front of the engine. And the injector harness should come right out. This harness is best held up with a bungee cord. These clamps are the worst. You must spray them with WD-40 in advance of taking them off. Let them marinate really good, maybe even overnight. And good luck battling them. I would just buy new ones. remove the intake manifold. Voila. Behold, all of its Ford awesomeness. Make sure you stay on top of your organization of your bolts. Organization will lead you to the Powerstroke victory. Remove this, and make sure you put all the hardware back in so you don't lose it. This is a spring loaded. Put the spring and the plunger back in and put the bolts in so you don't lose it. More coolant lines. And the EGR cooler. Let's check this thing out. 50,000 miles ago, my good friend Milan welded this for me. Shut. Seems to look really good still. Solid job, Milan, thanks. Alright, this is what we're dealing with now. Getting closer. Why? No? The more things you take out of the way, the better off you'll be. Alright, here we are. We got the passenger side is just about ready to come off. Not a lot of room, but we're getting there. The next step is we're gonna make some room because I want to stand in here while I muscle this head out. So this is a fun part. Disconnect the back pipe from the head to the fender well. Good luck. After you remove the valve covers, you can go ahead and remove the standpipes. Change them if you got them. All right, remove the oil manifold. Watch out for the drip. Now you want to disassemble the push rods and rockers. It's a rocker here. Push rods. Keep them all in order. Alright, time to take all the head bolts out. Look at that, somebody was in there before and they put nice lube on it for us. That's good. Oh, here is some more of Ford's awesomeness right here. Good luck with that. I'll show you how to get that out. Remove the driver's side motor mount so that you can tilt the engine to the side so you can get the cylinder head bolt out. With the engine tilted, you should be able to remove the rocker arm box and you are ready for extractions. Hey guys, I'm live from inside the Powerstroke and we're ready for the head removal. Welcome to Jackass. Live from the driveway, inside the Powerstroke, time to remove the head. Oh my god. Oh. The moment you've all been waiting for. Here we go. Come to daddy. Holy shit. Guys, you don't have to always send your cylinder head out to a machine shop.
We have access to the inside of the frame.
If you know that you didn't overheat it and you got to the head gasket on time, nothing's gonna be more.
Nice.
And just check it out for yourself. Run your fingers. Really look at it. Look at every single inch of it. Oh, it's off. This looks good. This is called use what you got. I got 600 grit sandpaper, and I got Scotch-Brite pads and WD-40.
Everybody wanted me to throw away this truck. Look how beautiful these pistons and cylinders are. 300,000 miles, my ass. Now these marks right here, you don't have to worry about sanding these out. This is okay. This is, according to Ford and the late Captain Ron, this is the buffer zone for the head gasket. And according to Ford, good old Captain Ron here. Install the studs. Next, install your head gasket. Alright, next up you want to install your rock around bridges and inspect your rock around shafts. There's a plastic retainer here which it rides on, which was, if it broke, would cause a lot of problems. So make sure everything's good. Replace them if you got them. These ones look like they've been replaced before, so I'll leave them alone. How do you balance that?
Why don't you just suck away?
Hold it right here so it doesn't fall down. Hold it up. Hold it up. Now we're going to follow our ARP instructions here. It's our torque and sequence. It says you got to get to 210 foot-pounds. Retreat increment. 21 divided by 3 is 7.
So we'll start at 75. Be our first torque. Second one we'll do 140.
I think I'm on.
And then we'll finish it off. with a
Next up,
210.
install.
Alright, that's one side done. Now we can start putting this thing back together. I'm going to replace studs. This shop mount tower, the spring bucket. Let's replace the spring bucket. And then we'll next up move to the other side here. Install the
Push rods with the brass facing up. Push on them, make sure they're against the lifter nice. Rocker arm bridges, and then you have your rocker arms.
Other side, same old thing. We'll just talk about things that I missed on the other side. Thank you, Ford, for all this space.
Other side, same old thing. Now you want to install your hardware, 20mm socket. Hand tight, finger tight. Put it all in. Studs, rocker arm, bolts. All the 8mm bolts, all the studs. Then after everything's in, and the way we do that is we're going to take this passenger side motor mount out. Looking at the head gasket here, this is the other side of it.
Alright, we're all...
That would line up right here.
Walk down.
So there's the coolant passage. There's the busted O-ring. And that's
Now
where
it's time to put
the head
the
gasket
side of
has
the truck
failed.
back together. I'm actually going to change this spring bucket here. Take your time.
And then
Now's the time to do all your rust repair. You change all your power steering
Thank you.
lines and any other lines that you want to do. I'm gonna paint everything red. The truck is red. Red's my favorite color. I think it will all look good. Everything must be red. It's time to put the motor mounts back in, and then we'll start working from the bottom all the way up to the top. Install the new AC compressor, power steering pump, and start routing all the wires back.
Pushes the pin around the plug in.
I'm changing all this stuff because I don't ever want to come back in here ever again.
Pull the bottom off.
Sometimes I get a little help from my Spidey friend.
How did you get in there?
All right, driver's side. On the driver's side, we come into this problem where you can't get it out. What we need to do is tilt the motor this way, to the left.
All right, the intake manifold. This part's tricky. Make sure
with the motor
that
mount removed.
I ended up taking the EGR off and putting it on
with both
first,
motor
and then
mounts
putting the
removed.
intake on afterwards. It ended up working better for me.
I dropped it onto this little piece of wood here, and I was able to get that back bolt out.
Now we're gonna clean up the turbo. We're gonna take it apart.
Seems to do this.
We're gonna clean up the unisync rings, put it
head
back
gaskets
together,
on this truck with leaving the
give it a
cab
nice
on.
fresh coat of
You're gonna
red
have to
paint.
take
Yes,
out
you guessed
both
it.
motor
Put it on.
mounts and set the
We painted
engine
the
down,
alternator because it stands out in the truck.
basically on the oil pan on the frame. Thank you, Ford. We fixed all the rust on this spot. There's no more rust anywhere. The wire brushed everything. POR 15'd it. New lines. Take a peek in here. This is Powerstroke Bulletproof, New England style. This is how we do it. When you're in here, you have to do everything. It's more than just head gaskets. It's everything. It's New England proof, baby. Now it's time to do the best part of the truck. The front of the truck. The front of the truck is the best part of the truck. So, good old 2005 Ford truck styling. That is the reason why I did all this, because I like the front of this truck. It kind of reminds me of myself in 2005.
All right, I ran out of time in the video. You're gonna have to wait for part 2 to come out to see if she starts. Stay tuned for the diesel Powerstroke pop-off. Will she run or will she blow?